everyone, Megan here from Cluttered Crafter, and in today's video I'm just showing you some embellished tags that I done using my EK Tools stamp and punch set that I bought at Dollarama recently. And I was just showing you the stamps that came with it and some of the ink pads that I'll be using. The one in the middle was actually neon orange, but it came off more yellow in the video. And right now I'm just tracing out the size of the tag that I'll be using. I would have used my Cricut machine, but for some reason it wouldn't work. The program kept crashing on me every time I went to cut it when it was plugged into my laptop. I think it's just the program needs to be updated, but I'll be looking more into that later. And here I'm just cutting out 3 more tags because I wanted the tags to be a little more sturdy and not just plain white on the background. And I'm sorry that the video is in portrait mode instead of landscape. It's just the camera mount that I was using, it wouldn't let me adjust the camera angle, but that should be fixed in the next video. And if you can hear background noise, I'm sorry. I'm doing my voiceover in the living room where my dog is, and she likes to move around a lot and make a lot of noise. Here I'm sticking the tags together using a Scotch tape runner and an Elmer's glue stick. I don't like using the tape runner alone when I'm sticking stuff together like that because I found that it comes apart really easy. So I use 2 types of glue just to make it stick better. And the color scheme that I'm using for this set of tags is orange and yellow, and then with the white cardstock. And the next set I done off camera, which you'll see in the end of the video in pictures, I used red and pink. And here I'm just cutting off some excess paper that were on the edges to clean it up a little. There's a craft fair in November, I do believe, that I'm taking part in, and these are some of the tags that I'm making for it, and I'll be making more videos for the craft fair, things for the craft fair that I'm making. I'm planning on doing some more paintings and some more of these tags. And right now I'm just using my stamp on a 3x4 Project Life cards. I would have used scrapbook paper that was in my stash, but I couldn't find a pale yellow. It was all really bright, and I didn't really like the look of it because the orange was a little on the bright side, so I didn't want it to be totally in your face with the colors. So I went through my Project Life cards and found a few multiples that I had. And here I'm just stamping on just some regular white cardstock. And in between stamping, I clean off my stamps with just some baby wipes. For the smaller stamp that I'm using in a minute here, I had to use a washi tape roll to trace around in a circle and fussy cut that myself because I don't have a 1-inch circle punch currently. I'm trying to find one, but I haven't found one around where I live, and I don't want to order online because it's ridiculous shipping to where I am. So here I'm just punching out some of the images that I stamped. And in a minute there's a jump cut in the video because the memory card was full. I ended up using the wrong memory card by mistake. I didn't realize I was using the smaller gig memory card. So there I was just showing you some of the strips of white cardstock. I cut 1.5-inch strips, and here I'm just cutting up some yellow strips, and they have scalloped edges, so I cut those off later. And then I actually had to switch out the memory card or the SD card because it wasn't really working out for me. There was like a little malfunction. And here I'm just stamping out some small border flowers on the little strips of scrapbook paper. I'm just cleaning off there with a baby wipe. And I'm cutting off the end there. I'm just measuring the size of the tag to make sure I have it the right length. I done about 4 stamps on the yellow because the first one it didn't really show up right, and I'm just trimming off some of the white cardstock because I found that it was too wide for the tag, and I'm just sticking that down with my Scotch runner. I didn't bother using the glue stick on top of it. I didn't feel the need to do it for that. Does anyone else have trouble with using a tape runner? I have so much trouble. It doesn't work out for me, but I do enjoy my tape runners. It never works. So I'm always going over the same area like so many times. I'm just trimming off the white there. And now I'm just figuring out the placement of the flowers, where I want them to go, how high up on the tag or how low. And then I'm just figuring out the placement of the strip of yellow. And I'm using my tacky glue to stick down the rest of the stuff. And you'll notice that I actually forgot to hole punch the top of the tag to put the ribbon on. And I do realize my mistake in a bit here. And I do fix it towards the end. That little circle, that was what I had to use. That's what I fussy cut myself and used the washi tape roll to trace around it. And I'm just using some silver jewels in the center. And this is where I realized that I forgot to hole punch. So I'm trying to figure out where I would put the ribbon, and I just pulled back the tag and just put some tacky glue in there and pressed it together. I'm just rolling up the edges of the flower to make it a little more dimensional and easier to see the bottom layer of the flower, and you'll see that in the pictures. This is the end of the video, and I'm just showing you the tags that I made, and I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching.